Okay, perfect. So today we have a beautiful topic, interesting topic, and the topic that bothers everyone nowadays, especially we live in the society of a material world where everything is money, time is money. Why? Because money is energy. Money is the biggest energy in the material world. And how many of you have asked yourself a questions? I have been worked through so many specialists, but I still didn't reach my desired level of income. Or have you ever wondered, why don't you feel rich, abundant, prosperous? And if you approach different specialists, then you will receive different answers, different techniques, and different methods. But will it give you actually the result? For example, if you go to a psychologist and say, hey, I have a problem with money and I'm working on myself and I think that everything worked out, but the money is still not coming my way. So the psychologist will tell you, then let's get rid of grieveness. Let's get rid of past, some memories, emotions that you hold inside. And he or she helps you to take out those wounds and heals them with your help because you're working through it. Gradually, it becomes easier, it becomes calmer, but for some reason, money still they don't come your way. And what's the matter? But the thing is that the blocks are inside of us, and it is important to work through them, not only through physical level, but from the view of our soul. And today, I want to show you how the state of your soul affects your personality and repels the energy of money through the physical body when you have the blocks that are not worked through. After all, money is energy, and for me giving you this energy, for me opening it up for you, gives you opportunity to become rich, wealthier, which gives me an opportunity to become more abundant. So when it comes to the soul level, then we decide to engage into spiritual development in order to open our path to wealth. Most of people, what they do, they find gurus, they go to retreats to India, Nepal, Tibet, Bali, Peru, whatever it is, and we meditate, we follow all the advices of the guru, and then we come back to our usual life, to our routine life, and we realize that we're in complete dissonance with the world around us. And why is it happening? Because everyone in material world communicates at the level of ego. And as a result, we again return to the banal existence of everyday life, because our personality is not prepared to live in the real world, at the same time connect to the higher level of consciousness. And in order to fit into the material world, we start working on ourselves, on our physical body, on our energetic body. We start going to gym, take yoga classes, go to different beauty salons to make ourselves look pretty for the world around us. But the income still remains the same. And it turns out that we go from one specialist to another specialist, and we cannot combine their advice. So particularly my approach to this situation, to this problem, how to attract wealth, I always work on all three levels. Aligning your body aligning your soul and aligning your mind, your higher consciousness. On stage 1, when we work on a personal level with our ego, which all psychologists work, we open up our mind, we cleansing it and awakening it. When we move to stage 2, to the level of the body, let it be physical and energetic body, we work through chakras. We work through blocks, through tensions that our body holds inside, and the chakras that embedded all this pain from the past in it. And stage 3, we move to the level of our soul and higher consciousness, connecting with our mission and realizing your uniqueness. Only by putting a beat after the beat in a row, you can achieve the abundance that you're looking for. You cannot skip and hope, because otherwise it will not work. You need to understand one thing: money is energy. And for you to attract the energy, you need to feel yourself. You need to understand yourself. You need to know yourself at this present moment, right here and right now. Not how you've been before, or not how you want to be in future. You need to be aligned with yourself at this present moment. And if we look at the universe from the perspective of quantum physics, then we see that everything is clots of energy in dense and subtle world. So money is also energy, but energy in more dense world. It's a dense matter that you can physically touch, you can physically see. You need physically work to achieve it. Let it be through your education, through your mind, or let it be physical world. And the larger your energy field, the denser you are, the more money you can attract to yourself. What does it mean? We contain inside of us exactly the same amount of energy that we give to the world. The amount of money that you have is the amount of money on your own energy that you were able to accumulate inside of yourself. Do you have any questions or any insights so far? Share with me, please. If I'm not losing you, if you're here. See, it's again, you receiving. Right now you're here, you just want to listen. But I'm asking you a question, it's a regular energy exchange. So you want to receive money from the world, you want to receive money from the universe, but you are not giving out anything. And this is exactly what I just said. Money is energy. How open you are. I see somebody, just one person message, sounds like true. Okay. It is true. It is true. Because you need to learn yourself. Why do you need this money? What do you need them for? And if you don't know those questions, if those questions are just to please your ego, then you will not receive all those money, because you don't work for that. It's just to please yourself, your personality. But it has nothing to do with your influence and with your input into the world that you live in. You want to take, but what do you give in return? And the amount of monetary energy is influenced by different situations, various situations. It all lies in our consciousness and subconsciousness. Past lives, family scenarios, the position of a victim or a child, relationship with your father, different stories with sexual life, your thoughts that money is dirt, that money brings problem, they brings trouble, the fear of big money, the fear of realization, the fear of manifestation. Because I see here for people, I see people online watching me right now, but you didn't even answer me back. So it's your fear of manifestation. So this is the fear of self-worth. And it is very important to separate money from self-worth, because these are two completely different energies. The energy opposite of divine self-worth, because there is self-respect, there is self-love, there is open heart, and then the material world, it's physical money. And how you think creates your reality. So if you want to bring more money into your life, first you need, I welcome you, to change the way of your thoughts, to change thinking that the more I am loved, the more gifts I will receive, the more money I will receive. The more money I have, the better life I live. I need to do something for somebody in order to receive anything in return and to be praised. Remove all of those illusions. You're just trying to buy emptiness with money, emptiness that you have inside of yourself, that fulfillment that you don't have. How many of you know people, or maybe even you, who drive a cool car but live in a rental apartment, who has a house in a rich, wealthy area, but counting money, pennies, dollars to spending on yourself, on your self-growth, on your knowledge, on investing in yourself. Money is just the tool that allows us to enjoy our lives. This is the energy that drives us. But how many of us obey to this energy and bow down to it and go to work every day to pay paycheck from paycheck? How many of you become dependent on work, become dependent on people around you? Let it be your husband, family, clients, whoever it is, relatives. There can be no growth when you are dependent. When money controls you, you need to start controlling them. And in order to start controlling money, to be in control of your life, you need to step forward from the position of a child who puts responsibility on others, who expects from others, and who follows others' ideas, dreams, and desires without not knowing what do I really want and what do I really feel. It is very important to understand that when you're looking for the energy outside to fill your needs, you are wasting your energy. Who is still here with me? I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your words. Does it resonate with you? Trying to open. I see that somebody messaged here, but I can't open. What is a big thing? Be more clear. What is a big thing? A big thing is to realize who am really I, or is a big thing is to understand that I need to take my life in my hands. I need to be in control of my life. I need to control my money, otherwise they control me. Exactly. I'm here, thanks. That's very true. I find myself working very hard but not having enough, so I figure that I don't give enough back. Yes, that brings back to the beginning, what I said, that money is energy. And how much energy you invest, how much energy you give to the world, that exactly how much will return back to you. And when I was talking about that monetary energy is influenced by various situations, I mentioned that one of it is our relationship with the Father. I want to point out on this why Father is the most important part in our life, because Father is our personality, is our ego, is our realization. This is the main energy of achievement in our life, masculine energy. If you look at this from scientific approach, through biology, through medicine, we can see that the sperm reached the egg. Sperm was reaching the egg. And only after that, they clicked and you were created. This is biology. There's nothing to do with energy or esoteric or something out of this world. We consist of both energies, masculine and feminine. Masculine energy is the energy of our Father, is the energy of confidence, manifestation, and realization. And feminine energy, the energy from our mother, is the energy of femininity, nourishment, and birth, creativity. And until you come into integrity within yourself and realize that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, you will spin on the same wheel of comfort built from illusions. When you don't accept anyone in your life, you don't accept this part of yourself. And until you open your heart, it won't be worked out in your favor, because the universe will shift your focus inward every time. You want to have a lot of money, you want to be successful, you want to be abundant, then you need to know how to take responsibility for your desires, for your wishes, how to give back to the world. And by giving back to the world is by giving back your energy, by giving back to yourself, praising yourself, respecting yourself, valuing yourself, bringing unconditional love and self-worth. You need to step out from the position of a child or a victim and take your life in your own hands by taking risks, by making decisions. When we are in a child position, who has children, who is listening to me, you will know, they only want to take. They always demand. They taking all the time. They are such a consumers. I want this, 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 this. But when you in an adult position, being as a parent, You need to think how you can provide to your child, what you need to do in order to grow and give what they want. But why don't you do this for yourself? Why don't you step out from this position of a child and stop expecting from others? If you want something, you do it and don't accept anyone to do it for you. If you want to be rich, then you need to become creative. Then you need to awaken your sexual energy, the energy of creativity, and manifest it into your life. Not living by somebody else's ideas and following somebody else's life, what they do, their path. We all on our own life path. And each of us, we are the teachers for each other. We show those shadow sides that are hiding inside of us deeply. And only those who have strength and power to work through it, then they take their life in their hands. Who is still here with me? Who has something to say? I want back your energy. I want back to hear from you, because I'm sharing with you right now. I'm giving you this stream, this little kick, right? To wake up, to realize that here instead of me could be any of you manifesting. But you're here on a free webinar, just taken. And what are you doing into giving back? What can you do to give back? It's a very wide question, very wide. To give back, you need to be abundant. To give back, you need to be full, you need to be stable on your feet, on your ground, and to be in a full control of yourself. When we give back, just because there was actually one question who messaged me, I will answer it, but it will give some idea for you too. When we give out to the world just to seem because we are good, just to help somebody because it will make us feel good, then this is a position of a child and the position of an ego. When we are doing things unconditionally, when we ask ourselves, what can I do to give back? That means that you don't know what you have. Today is not going to be my usual live, my usual webinar, when I give you only divine energy, when I transmit only pure unconditional love. Today will be the harsh energy of material world, the truth that will awaken you to get up, look in the mirror and say, hey, this is me. I love myself. I love my life. I am worthy, and I'm going to achieve and make come true all of my dreams and desires because I do deserve it. And when you step out into the world in this affirmation, then you will know what to give back, because you already have the trust in yourself, you have the love in yourself. I like that point you made, that we should be doing things unconditional and not with expectation of something. Of course, expectation is only from ego, from personality. But as I said in the beginning, when we want to attract money, when we want to grow, when we want to become powerful in a way, in your own way, how you want it to be, You need to be as an adult. An adult, I give to my children, but I don't ask them to give me anything in return. All I'm giving to them is an example how to be, but will they take it? Will they use it? It's their choice. I can't influence it. I can show, I can provide. Does it mean to give back free or all? Can you paraphrase? Does it mean to give back free or all? Money is energy, right? It can come to you if you give to the world, it can come back to you in a monetary energy, or it can come back to you in another person, in a situation, in an insight, in a new knowledge. This is all energy that bring you growth. If you're looking at money and becoming rich only through a perspective of material world, then you are not here expanding your soul. You're only here feeding your ego. And it doesn't mean that you have everything and you need to give out everything. You give out everything from you when you're overflown, when you have so much that it flows around you. That way you're not giving, you are just being you, and the world takes from you and you receive even more. I don't know if I answered your question or no, maybe paraphrase. There was another question here. Yes, it does resonate with me. What if the situation, I don't know what I money need for? What if I don't have anything to use? I don't know what I money need. I don't know what do I need money for. What if I don't have anything to use those money for? If we don't have where to put our money, then we have a disconnect with ourselves. More you grow, more you invest in yourself. More you invest in yourself, more you grow, more money come to you. Let it be in a money way, let it be, as I said, in a knowledge way, education way, anything. The energy will come back to you twice, even triple, even more. When I do planetary sessions that are free, I transmit the energy to the universe, to the whole planet. I don't receive any money for this. I do it absolutely free, absolutely unconditional. But believe it or not, after doing planetary sessions, I receive new inquiries, I receive new clients. My husband receives money. In our relationship, it works this way that I grow energetically, he grows financially. That's how the real relationship between masculine and feminine energy works. When you are in the divine power, women, feminine energy is always about creation and creation, new ideas spreading, right? New life, creativity. So when we are spending and investing our energy into sharing with the world, then our masculine energy, if it's a couple, if it's a relationship especially, they receive money and they invest and give to you even more. When you are without a partner, that's a different story, but when a woman transmits the energy of creation, when the woman is in her feminine flow, then the universe praises her. In monetary energy, in relationship, in any other support. When woman is in her flow, when she is not running and depending on money, when she is not dependent on how to work and forgets about herself, her family, her children. So if you don't know what you need money for, then the first question would be that you need to ask yourself is, how well do I know myself? How fulfilled am I? How am I in unity with myself? How complete am I? Yes, thank you. Okay, there is another question here in Zoom. I have presentation in Zoom, so if you watching me here in Telegram, you feel free to join Zoom right now. Okay, it's a big thing. Integrity of both masculine and feminine with full acceptance unconditionally. Absolutely, yes. What is the difference between getting money through the spouse income versus earning ourselves? How to freely move between two? I just basically answered that question. When the woman in her feminine energy, spouse, right, masculine energy receives money and then woman receives it back. If we look into how Arab Emirates, I like to give this example because I do have a lot of friends and people who live there, and they proved this, how to say, not axioma, but they proved this position. Sheikhs, they give money to their wives to go and spend. And if she comes back with money, he sends her back and say, go spend it. Why? Because more he gives, more he receives back, and more they can spend. On my personal example, with me and my husband, when I am chilling, when I'm not doing anything work related, thinking, oh, I need to have a client, I need to promote myself, and you know me, you see me, I don't advertise myself, I don't tell you in every story, oh, book a session with me and everything. No, because I do it and people come to me, to my energy. They come to be in this field, to feel it, to be full of it. And when I am just doing what I love to do, he receives much more. And when I'm constantly stressing, oh, nobody is booking and the event is not booking and I booked already the place, but it's not working out and la 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 la, I'm all in this stress. He's stressed out because my energy is all like this. And yes, feminine energy is an energy about creativity. And if we don't use it wisely, we can destroy with this energy. And every woman, every man who will listen and who listens right now, you know and agree with this. If woman is not stable, then everybody is in trouble. Because our energy is so much powerful. And feminine energy is the material world energy that comes to meet the divine energy. While the divine energy, the masculine energy, the energy of consciousness, comes to the material world to ground it, to expand it. And if the woman is always working and taking responsibility on herself, if she is a breadwinner in the family, then she takes the masculine energy from her husband. And then what it happens? I am so good, I am working, and he does nothing. Who can relate? I can say that I can relate because that's how my life was before we decided to divorce. because I was not satisfied with everything that my husband was doing, and I was carrying everything on my shoulders. I chose it. I didn't accept him for who he is. I wanted more. He didn't want it, but I was pushing. And at the end, he got fed up with this. And the end, I got fed up with this. But only when we accept ourselves for who we are, when we feel ourselves, when we understand ourselves, when we work through all of the blocks, through all the traumas, through all the experiences that we carry on our shoulders from the past, that they don't even work for us anymore. It was in the past, or when we carry so much for the future, we miss this present moment. So how can you expect to receive money and live in prosperity if you don't even feel yourself? I have another question. Why is it so hard to pay off loans and credits? Okay. A loan, credit, is someone else's energy that you have to pay for. While we are in the position of a child, bringing back again, we take loans in order to provide ourselves with the life that we cannot afford because we are not yet grown up. A loan is an energy that you borrow from somebody who is grown up. Let it be the bank, let it be your parent, let it be whoever it is. They are way more steps above than you are. And in order to have more money, you need to live without loan. Otherwise, it will be giving you difficulties, bringing you back. Why am I constantly struggling by paying off without realizing, manifesting what I have already taken? And we live in this world here in Canada. Who is listening to me? I have somebody who is in States. It's the same situation. We live in the world that is created to control what I said in the beginning. Money is just an instrument to enjoy your life. And while you bow down to money, while you obey to it, it will control you. You need to learn to be creative. And to learn to be creative, you need to understand yourself. In order to understand yourself, you need to feel yourself. In order to feel yourself, you need to bring your focus from the outer world, how other people live, what they do, what they want, this brand, that brand, how they did. You need to focus on you and bring that energy that you're spreading. You need to bring it back and spend time with yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest this. No money, it's time, but invest it in yourself. Be with yourself. Feel yourself. How to increase financial flow? Again, while we live under the care of our parents, our opportunities are limited. As soon as we leave the comfort zone, then the personal growth begins. Otherwise, you will not reach the level of wealth. You will not be a grown-up. And I can tell you from my own experience, when I was working paycheck to paycheck, it was amazing. I was like didn't need to worry about anything. The money would come, sick days, maternity, whatever it is. I was in a comfort. Was I growing personally? No. Was I becoming more rich? No. And as soon as I left family business, very comforting, everyone was like, Tanya, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? Why? You have everything. I have very good salary, everything is perfect, but I was rotten inside because my energy of creativity was just dying. My energy of life was dying inside because I was in a comfort zone. I didn't need to do anything. And as soon as I stepped out from this comfort zone, then my growth began. Why my growth began? Because I needed to think how I can provide to this world, what I can show to this world, that I am unique. What is different in me? Because all of us are unique. Everyone is different. And we come to this world to show our uniqueness, to be independent, not to be like somebody else. And I don't know why this example came, maybe because my favorite personal trainer was killing me today, but if you want to have a beautiful, firm, and pretty butt, then you need to do squats. You need to work for it. You need to work on yourself in order to achieve more. And more you work on yourself, on your confidence, on your manifestation, on your self-worthing, more you will receive back, because you will look at yourself and say, hey, yeah, I deserve it. I earned it. And then your value will come because you start valuing yourself. You invested this time, you invested this energy, you invested this money into yourself. And then the world will praise you in return. And people will want to learn. How did you do that? How you become that way? So on and so forth. In this way, you open up your creativity. You show your individuality and uniqueness. That's how you increase your financial flow. The question shouldn't be how to increase financial flow. The question should be, how can I give to them more to the world and not just take for myself? Your thoughts, your feedbacks, your questions. I see so many people listening and watching me, but everyone is so quiet. I'm waving and hello to everyone who is joining. Hello. So I want your input in money. And even ask yourself, even if you close your eyes for a moment and bring your focus inward, you bring yourself into a peaceful, huge, white room. You stand in this room, showered in a golden light, and at this moment you feel how so much money, gold, are falling in front of your feet. Your first reaction. What you feel? What is your relationship with big money? What are the first thoughts that come to your head? What is the first feeling? Freedom. Good. Freedom of what? And that's again, you experience freedom when so much money come to you out of nowhere. Yeah, magic definitely happens, but we need to pay back, give back what we receive. And this is the position, if you've experienced freedom, that something out of nowhere comes your way. That means that you are still in a child position. The freedom of financial struggles will not be complete for you because the cause of your financial struggles has not been treated and cured. As I mentioned earlier, we need to take off the glasses of illusion from our eyes and be realistic in this present moment, right here and right now. What we have at this present moment led us through the past, through the experiences, through the lessons that we have learned or we didn't learn. And if we experience any struggles at this present moment, no matter what happens, the struggles will come behind us to the future if we don't leave them behind. And to leave them behind, we need to take off it with the root of the cause. And if we have financial struggles, then there are three, maybe more, but three comes to me right now in my head, reasons. First, it's our karma from past life, from family scenarios, whatever it is. We, let's say, took money in the past, but we were not given back. There are different situations where our family, for example, was experiencing the loss of money. Maybe there was robberies. Whatever it is, we carry, our subconsciousness, our soul carries those experiences. And the energy will create that clot. And until this clot is not resolved and cleared, the energy will not flow freely. Secondly, we might experience financial struggles because we want to look and be who we are not, because we want to pretend and live by other people and society expectations. Again, bringing us back to the position of a child, not taking responsibility for your own abilities, for your own opportunities. Or having financial struggles also keeps us falling into the position of a victim, that everyone will feel sorry for us. And that way you will get an attention, the attention that you didn't receive in the past. And this way you want to receive it. And again, falling into position of not being adult. I'm not sure if any of you will share it here, but I believe, I know, and even who is listening right now, lived before in this perspective of life where you want to seem to be successful, You want to follow certain standards that surround you, that follows your dreams, desires, ideas, but inside you're feeling weak. Inside you have so much trauma, blocks, and you're hiding it behind your mask. And it creates more clots, more blocks in the energy flow. And it disconnects you from the energy of abundance, because there is no self-acceptance. There is a lie. There is a lie to yourself. There is an illusion. And when there is an illusion, it cannot flow freely. Who wants to share or ask more? I have here. Also would like to add, very bad for energy also when women from child position blame spouse when he making not enough money, with a positive motto that he will be making more, but it doesn't. It's an illusion. It's not even child position, it is an illusion, and it's lack of self-confidence. When you blame somebody, how to know that clogging spot? How to know the clogging spot? You feel it in yourself. What are you afraid of? Where's the block that you keep inside? Where is that constant tension? Where is there's constant bump? In what are you falling all the time? That's how you know where there's a clog spot. That's why when people come to me into work, yes, those are only those who are not in the position of ego and not in the position of a child. My field, for some reason, doesn't allow those people to come. Why? Because I shatter illusions right away. I shatter illusions, I show how it is, and I give from my personal example. I've never been perfect, and I'm not perfect, and I will not be perfect, and I accept it in myself. I don't try to be and pretend to be somebody. I'm not afraid to say what was my past, as well as I'm not afraid to say what brought me to this point right now, what made me stronger. And I'm not afraid to speak up about it and share with people. But it requires work. It requires your energy, your investment in yourself. That's what you can do to give back to the world. That's what you can do to increase the financial flow. To work on yourself. To understand yourself. And during our sessions, we work through clogged spots because we work with our mind, we work with our body, let it be physical or energetic. We work through energy centers with chakras, with all the programs that lie beneath them. And then, only after that, I open you the veil of the power of your soul and higher consciousness, where you can come with the energy of universe, not with the energy of humanity, but with the energy of universe. Only that person who went through all of these steps, not the one who was running from one webinar, free webinar, to another free webinar, who was taking just free stuff here and there and there and there, but that who invested in themselves, who worked with themselves, who spent time, who spent money, who spent energy. Let it be the energy of pain, tears. Let it go. Let it be the energy of unconditional acceptance and unconditional love. Only then, when you have grown, only then you can accept more, because you have shown that you are capable of it, that you are not a child anymore. How do you deal with karmic debt from the past that might be affecting your present financial situation? I work through this in my all sessions. We work with past because there is a lot of that kept in our subconscious and conscious that holds us back, and when we go into a specific program that you carry, to specific block and trauma that is in your field that is holding you back, we work and releasing, we're letting go of the past. It can be worked through energy healing session or just even through energy session. Or another question. How not to be afraid to state your prices, because people want to come to me but go where it is cheaper. Well, this is again about self-worth. How confident you are in yourself and how much what you sell corresponds to your abilities. You should also realize that not all people are at the same level. Yes, we all go to the school of life, but some of us are in grade 2 and some of us are in grade 10. We all in the same school, but we are on a different levels. And it is important to learn how not to be judgmental, how to let people be who they are, how to accept them for who they are, because you need to accept yourself first for who you are. You need to turn your focus inward and stop wasting your energy for other people and following other people and giving them your energy, emptying yourself. And after school, somebody goes to university and somebody continues going to adult school or just drops off. All you need to do is just to give no judgment and depreciation, right? My English and Russian, they're all confused. When we don't appreciate, depreciate. You need just to give love and compassion. Self-esteem will grow only when you have ground from scratch, when you fell to your lowest, when you came to your knees in front of yourself, and when you faced it, when you experienced it, when you deeply worked on yourself. And only then you have built the unshakable path behind you. And only then you can consider yourself a professional in what you do, because you mastered your way. You mastered the way of your evolution, of your growth. With imperfection, yes. You let yourself to be not perfect. You let yourself to make mistakes, because when we go to school, we make mistakes in order to learn. There is no one in this world who is perfect. That's why we are in the human body, to evolve and to come to bigger. And when we come in bigger, we helping others, we giving back to the world by sharing what we have achieved. Only then you can announce your prices, your value, and your uniqueness. And when you understand some side of yourself through this path of self-knowledge, the other sides reveal in front of you. They open up in front of you. And it is very important to work through your blocks. It is very important to work through your trauma, not to create an illusion and hide it behind you. But of course, it's so easy to get so high on drugs, to be so high on alcohol and relax. I did it. I've done it. I'm not afraid to say that yes, there were times when I would consume anything just to shut my mind and not to look into this. I would be looking for the easy pill. But at the end, what it would give me? Would it give me growth? No, it would give me even more pain, because the next day I would wake up, not only in my mental pain, but also in my physical body. And then I had to work on my physical body. And again, coming back into alignment with myself, feeling myself. Why did I pour that glass of wine non-stop? Why did I smoke non-stop? Yes, it was a path. But that path brought me to this. When I realized that enough, if I'm going that path, I'm walking away from myself. I'm creating even more illusion. And then, yes, I didn't have any energy to create. I didn't have any energy to share with you, because I had to bring myself into one piece, to go to work, to earn money, in order to wait again for Friday and Saturday to relax exactly the same way as I was relaxing last weekend. So nothing has changed. I was going in the same circle of illusion created in my own comfort. Did I receive more money that way? No. No. Was I living in a comfort? Yes. Was I satisfied with my life? Till a certain point. And then I realized that I'm slowly dying. That my life energy is slowly disappearing. And only by working through it and understanding and facing my shadow, understanding my darkness, facing it, I can come up and right now share with you without any pity and regret. Would I go the same path again if my life threw me back? Yes, I would. Because only those, my lowest, made me to get up and to come to where I am right now. And yes, right now, I value myself high enough. And yes, right now, people who come in my field, who want to work on themselves, they come to the highest achievements because they receive this energy from me. Because no matter what they come to me with, what situation, I work through this myself. I didn't listen it in a free webinar. I didn't read it in a book. I worked through it. I invested my energy. I spent my energy. I spent my time working, hard work. Remember, as I said, we're doing squats in order to build some glutes and pretty firm bum. I had to work. By just laying on the couch, my abs they don't grow and my butt doesn't grow. Unfortunately, Irada was killing me today because I missed one day of work and it's already showed right away. She said, Tanya, what happened? Where's all of your energy? Where's your focus? And what happened, I didn't spend that day for myself. I was so busy with one of my clients that I forgot. So today when I came, I was completely broken. And this is about self-acceptance. This is about accepting yourself and letting yourself make a mistake. Allowing yourself to be imperfect. Stop laughing at me. You killed me today. And to grow from imperfection to your perfection and your uniqueness, not like somebody else. You will never be the same as somebody else. Never. You come to this world to bring your uniqueness, and people come towards your uniqueness. They want your energy. If you're going to give people what others give, they will go to somebody else whose native energy this one. And some people, they need to work through their blocks because this is at what stage they are right now. And some people need to learn how to give this energy to the world, how to give this knowledge to this world. And if I'm investing huge amount of energy, time, and because time is energy, money is energy, my life is energy, I'm investing so much energy into myself, then yes, of course, I will be accepting a lot. And I know some of you have been trying and wanted to come to my sessions, but it's too expensive. Yes, and remember, I already said earlier, from December my prices go up twice. And in January, in February, I'm flying to another training. I'm flying to a training to Donnie, who is the spiritual mentor of Tony Robbins. And I'm sure that most of you know who Tony Robbins is, if we are talking about money. So I'm flying to him, to his mentor, to teach me how to give this energy to the world. And if the master of Tony Robinson will be teaching me, then of course my prices will not be low and affordable to everyone. They will be affordable to those people who are ready to grow and make difference in the world. Because you're here, you're in the webinar of money and energy. Money is energy. Time is energy. How much you invest in yourself, that exactly how much you will return, that you will receive in return. And in order not to be afraid to speak up about your prices, speak up about your value, not only you need to accept yourself, you need to love yourself, you need to appreciate yourself, the work that have been done, what you have put through, went through. You also need to activate your Vishuddha chakra. Vishuddha chakra opens up our manifestation to the world, our realization, how open you are, how truly you are with yourself, and how truly what you speak up is exactly what you keep inside. I can tell you and give various different tricks. I don't know, it just like marketing business works. It's crazy. I don't do it like all of those social media stuff, because it's all based on a lie. I went to Miami recently and I was in shock. I said after that to my husband, you know what, I don't even want to go to social media anymore, because what I see people, they create, we couldn't even eat in a restaurant normally with the children. We went to eat ice cream because there is this lady, she came with 300 cameras. They were recording her. She'd been smiling and smiling and smiling on the camera, but behind the camera she was yelling at them. And then she sit down and they, like, every bite they will take a picture video of her taking this bite. But behind this camera, those people, they were shaking that she will yell at them right now that they are doing something wrong. Is this acceptable? This is not acceptable. And this is how majority of money I earned in this world. That's why they come to destructions. That's why it leads to wars. That's why it leads to crimes. Because people cannot be real. They are afraid to show who they really are. And how can you, if you are afraid to state your price, and people go to somewhere where it's cheaper, because your energy they value much cheaper, because you don't have confidence in speaking up for yourself. But you need to remember that for every single person there will be other people who will come just for you. You come to this world to be unique. You come to this world to be individual. You come to this world to learn to be yourself. And when you learn to be yourself, when you accept and love yourself as unconditionally, as Creator loves you, and as Mother Earth loves you, then you will receive the prize and reward. What can I give more to the world so the world can give me more energy? As I said, you receive the energy when you give energy. And in order to start giving something, you need to sit down and think about what I can give. And in order to sit down and think, you need to invest time in yourself. And in order to accept time in yourself, you need to love and appreciate yourself. And tell yourself that I am worthy. It's my life. And in order to tell yourself that I am worthy, you need to come out from the child position and be adult, for God's sake. Be responsible for what you want, what you dream. Allow yourself to be imperfect and be real. The more you look at other people's lives, the more energy you invest in them. Period. They become stronger, they become bigger, but your energy flow, your life energy, your life force, your Kundalini energy is slowly dying. And at the end, you lose yourself. And it brings back again to that depression mode where you become a victim of your own mind, of your own emotions. Whew. Any more questions? The devil himself was here right now. He was given that fire. Who knows my energy, who worked with me, you know with what energy I work. And the energy of Creator, the divine, is much more powerful. And the divine energy clears your thoughts, clears your mind. It brings your consciousness high enough that you don't need any drugs, you don't need any alcohol to get high. Trust me. As high I can get on different energetic sessions through breath work, or when I go to my soul home, when I go to dimensions of the Creator, it gets you so up high that it takes your physical body a while to integrate this energy. And while it's integrating, all the ideas come. That's how this webinar came. I didn't plan it. It just happened that day after day, I had clients with the same problem. And I read that it's right now in the field very important. Plus, the holidays coming, Christmas shopping, whatever. People are crazy about money. And you are crazy about spending money, giving money for somebody, instead of spending this money for yourself. My Christmas shopping, I bought myself 2 new courses, which will bring me even higher right now. This is the Christmas shopping that you need to make. If you have so much money to spend for other gifts, then give this money into charity. Then help those who can't afford. Give that to those children. And you know that mindfulness workshop that we host for children, for families of those children who have disabilities, There are people, there are families who comes to this charity events. It's non-profit event. We invest into renting place, into our time, into all the activities and supplies. And while we ask that it's a charity event, there are a few families that we support. And you come with your family, with your children, to spend time with your children. And as a charity, you donate to that family, not even to me. I receive zero. I leave from this event minus hundreds, because that's my input into the family, bringing other families together. And there are people who come to this event. They take everything and then don't even leave a cent. Then how we can talk about being rich, abundant, if you just consume? If you just consume. How to know the clogging? It's painful to realize why. Also, I could be a combination of books and traumas altogether, of blocks and traumas. We all combination of blocks and traumas. This is how we evolve in. Wow, wish it was a bump, goosebumps moments. Yes, it was all in the flow. So I planned to do it for 1 hour, but as most of you know, I never look at the time. But are there any more questions for those who are listening to me in Instagram? Maybe you have some feedbacks, maybe you have something else to say. I see a lot of joins, some left, some keep joining, so let me know, because I will be finishing up. I have my little monkeys to whom I need to go and put to bed and read good night book. This is my investment of my time and my energy into my children. Any more questions before we finish? Any feedbacks, anything you want to say? Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. It all resonates. My pleasure. My pleasure. It was much needed. I had to pass it through me, because I believe and I know that if you receive this information, that you observe this information, not just one here, one out, but you observe, integrate it into your body, you will come one step higher. If you come one step higher, I will become more abundant. The divine will give me more. I'm not here for material world. Yes, we do live in material world. That part I gave to my husband. I'm here to expand, to open, to expand your consciousness, to awaken your soul, to activate your sexual energy. That you spend this energy not only into attracting to other people, how to have sex and just human pleasure, but to how to create and how to bring up the energy higher. This is the main point of Kundalini awakening. Not to go and shake and whatever. No, this is not Kundalini awakening. Kundalini awakening is when you come into alignment with your higher consciousness, when you brought your life force, your energy that motivates you, that drives you, that brings you forward, that energy rises up through every single center, opening it, making you face all the traumas, making you release all the emotions, all the fears, all the darkness, accepting it in yourself, speaking it up, and then seeing clearly your life, how the world around you reflects you. You don't need to change anyone. You need to change yourself. You need to change the point of view and perspective of what you live. Thank you very much. That was unplanned for me, but very cold. It meant for you to be here. Thank you so much for your energy, beautiful soul. Thank you, dear. Appreciate your time and energy. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy for investing this evening and listening. Live in Instagram will be saved on my page. Webinar from Zoom will be saved on my YouTube channel, so you can always come back and listen to it. And maybe for some of you who joined later, you can listen from the beginning. For some who have been here from the beginning till the end, you can rewind back, and every time you will listen, new insight, a new realization will come to your mind, to your head. I love you all. From my open heart, from my love to your heart. Have a beautiful evening. And our wonderful transformative November is almost done. It's almost behind. January, see, I'm already in January, because December will be a very beautiful month. In a couple of days, I will share in my Telegram channel about the energies of December and what to accept. Because we just have few more months to finalize the karmic year, the year of Saturn 2024. It will be moving into a new year in April. Who knows? Energetic levels, energetic years begin not in January, they do begin in April. So you can always, if you don't follow me on Telegram, you can always join Telegram channel. I share important information there. And if you do, please use it wisely. Use it in your life in order to use this knowledge in order to come closer to your mission, to your purpose, to become one who not only takes, but the one who also gives. Love you. Love you. Okay, here.